What? Oh. Okay, we're live. What's up, chat? My bad. This is my first time because I'm using a whole different streaming platform. There's a big ass button that said start live. I didn't even see it. I was like, why is it not starting? But it literally was top right corner, start live. But it looks like we're in now. Let me double check. But it looks like we're in. Yup, we're in. That said start live. And the audio is fucking amazing. It's sexy. What's up, chat? Welcome back to another. Actually, let me do this again. Let me do this right. What's up, friends? Welcome back to another episode of I.E In Friends. My name is Saul Gomez. My name is Aaron. Aaron is stuck in traffic. All right. He's on his way, but he's stuck in traffic. So I told him, I was like, I'll hold it down for a little bit because this is the first time doing this setup. So I knew I was going to have some technical difficulties. But we are back. For everybody listening on Spotify and Apple, this show is live on YouTube Wednesdays at 5:15 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I want to acknowledge the chat right now. Aaron is on his way, ladies and gentlemen. He said his ETA. Should we get his ETA? Let's hold him to it. He said his ETA is 5:25. And I told him, hey, I can't let the chat is ready, especially Rex. Rex is impatient. Like, he was already knocking. He's like, where you at? Lock in. So I'm going to hold it down. Thank you for everybody who's on the live right now. We're going to have a pretty great episode. There's a lot of things to talk about. I did some research. I want to talk about the eugenics movement. I want to talk about the Wetback program. There's a lot of stuff going on now that is kind of repeating history of what happened like back in like the 1900s. So, you know, we got to learn from history to not repeat history. So we definitely got that. But also some fun topics because who else is exhausted from hearing all this stuff? I go on social media and I get so sad because you see all these random like like all these just families being separated, like in the worst places. So I felt like I wanted to contribute. I wanted to do something. So I got off my butt and I started studying on things that I wanna share with you guys. So I'm very excited to share with you all. I don't want to do it when I do want to do it when Aaron gets here because, you know, he's pretty passionate and all that stuff. And I like talking to Aaron. He's like my little comfort animal because I know he gets into it. Sometimes I do see him dazing off. Like sometimes I'll be like telling him some story and I see him like getting all droopy and I'm like, for sure, bro. So I'm cool with talking about it with you guys. But what's up, chat? How are you guys feeling? You guys like the setup? You guys like the mic? I'm very proud. I'm very excited for this. Even if you see the screen right now, it says $20 a shot. I'm not doing that. All right. I'm going sober, actually. That's a new thing I want to do. I want to go sober. I don't think there's much benefit in drinking alcohol. So I'm tapping out, all right? I'm going unk status. So that is my update of my life. Delayed. What's delayed? Don't tell me like the audio is delayed. Please don't. Or Brian, are you just fucking with me? Because you're the only one saying that shit. But let me know, chat. I want to make sure this is our first stream with this new setup with the mics. So I want to make sure everything looks cool to give you guys a good show. But in the meantime, I want to talk about sports news. I need Aaron here. It's delayed. Maybe it's delayed. Is Brian the only one who's delayed? But we'll get into that. Another baddie down. So my bad. You good? Brian, I think it's just you. But in the meantime, does anybody have any topics, any comments on what we want me to get to for this little intro, for this beginning time? You have this one-on-one with me right now. I'll answer whatever y'all want. And I'm good right now. I'm in a good place. I've paid off on my mental debts. I'm living rent-free in people's heads, but I'm fine over here. Everything's good over here. I'll send you a vid in IG. I appreciate that. Roomba room opening back in July. What the fuck? That means I am going to go drink more alcohol. It looks like I'm back. You're lying. Roomba is back. Don't even Don't even start those rumors with me, bro. Cause that was peak. That was peak. That's where I was. That was my like party peak. I remember dressing up all fly, looking good. That's when like Un Verano Sin Ti came out. No, I think that was the year before, but that was just like it always felt like a movie. That was the closest we had to Vegas, you know. Yes, why are you no longer producing Besties? I feel like we needed a goodbye from you. I agree. I feel like we needed a goodbye from me too, but some people did not want to, you know. I'm a little I don't know how to explain what's happened. But yeah, I am not producing Besties. But it's bittersweet. It's bittersweet. I feel like I did what I had to do. I found my peace. And now best of luck. You know, best of luck. I really tried my best, but you know, some people know more than me, quote unquote. And it was hard, you know. Was it Sazon or you know who? I just want to say I still work with Sazon. Like I still work with Sazon. So you do the math. That's the only thing. Yeah, I love Sazon. I love Josh. I love Sebas. They're great people. I love working with them. And they love working with me too. I actually produce I don't produce, but I do a lot of their social clips for La Plática Anitatis. So if you guys see their clips, make sure to hit that like, make sure to comment because I'll be cooking them up. But yeah, I don't touch Besties anymore. I never got to say my farewell, my goodbye. I was actually I was just talking to Vanessa actually. I was talking to Vanessa on the phone yesterday or 2 days ago. We're like catching up and see what we can cook up. So yeah, Vanessa says she misses you all. Oh shit, he's literally right on time. It's 5:24. Bro, you bro, literally 5:24.
Yeah, I had a freaking speed over here, dude.
Nice.
I found a gorilla in traffic.
You did?
Yeah, dude.
Like you like the
He
setup?
was like, "You want to be the first out of 100?" And I was like, "Let's go."
Oh shit, you fucked him?
I was like, "You fucking monkey, let's go."
Alright, let me make sure this is. Let me go back.
Oh yeah.
Alright, we good. Let me look up real quick. Good boy.
Oh, okay, I see how it is. I see how it is.
Alright, cool. Aaron's in the chat now. Look at that.
Did
Okay,
Rex
cool.
just ask if I eat in my sleep? Really, Rex? Really?
Alright. We are back. Welcome back. My name is Saul Gomez.
My name is Aaron. Yes. Sorry about that, guys. My fault.
Oh, word.
All right.
My throat's been scratchy. But let's see, real quick. That sucks. Oh, well, on to better things. Yes, on to better things. Is it true Aaron eats in his sleep? We got riots here in ATO as well. Shit is going crazy. Stay safe. We definitely want to talk about that. Bring Vanessa for an episode of Bueno. Brian, you're cooking. Maybe that's why we were on the phone. Ooh, I don't know. But anyway, Aaron, how are you?
Pretty decent. Yeah. How are you, sir?
I feel overwhelmed. I'm not gonna lie.
With everything that's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard you saying earlier. I see the same thing on mine.
Yeah.
See everyone posting about it, and I just see it always, on my FYP on like the search bar.
Yeah.
It's insane, dude.
You know how overwhelmed I am? Because like every app is the same shit, right?
Yeah.
TikTok, you'll see some sad videos.
Yeah.
On Instagram, you'll see like all the news of what's going on. On Twitter, I just see a bunch of racist shit. So I was like, I need a different social platform. So I went on Facebook. That's how overwhelmed I was. I went on Facebook.
Were you surprised, or were you like, never mind?
I don't think they've caught up to what's going on yet.
Is Facebook that much behind?
They're so behind, bro.
What the? I thought that'd be like, because it's always like all the unks and ants.
Yeah.
They be posting about that stuff.
Yeah, luckily, because I don't like Facebook is literally just like I have that shit like closed and private. So it's literally only the people I follow. And the people I follow are basically like family, and they're all kind of on the same boat. So they're not doing no racist stuff or stuff like that,
No, yeah. It's sad because I've seen videos of the other side.
Yeah, that's the worst part.
And then I'm like, the comments are just insane.
That's where Twitter takes me to the other side of what people see this and like, this is what I voted for. Like, hell yeah, fuck yeah. And it'll be videos of fucking grandpas getting taken away.
Yeah, dude. Like I've seen comments where they're like, "This is what happens when you let them in. Look how violent they are." But it's like let's be honest here, dude. I've seen many videos. I mean, I can't say for sure what started the violence, but it was initiated from the other side.
And you know what? There's a conspiracy going on, and I don't like getting too much to conspiracies, especially now because I mean all this shit is serious.
Yeah.
But literally the day before the riots, well, the LA quote unquote riots, Elon Musk tweeted that that Donald Trump is like on the list.
I didn't think you saw that. I was gonna bring that up.
Yeah.
You exactly. Yeah. I think I saw Jon Stewart talk about it. He said that kind of coincidence that the day right after
that came out,
then riots out of nowhere just started. Like, yeah, he just said like, watch, you'll see that he's on the files. He's on the he went to Epstein Island, this and that, blah blah blah. Like he said all that stuff.
Yeah, he did.
And it's like, how is it just the day after? Can you just call it a coincidence?
I mean, that's what they do. Like
they always want to make it seem like a coincidence. It's
and you know what pissed me off even more? Today, Elon Musk apologized for his comments. He put a tweet out. He was like, I apologize for the comments I made about President Trump this past week. That looked like the FBI was at his house. That's what that tweet looked like. Like the FBI was at his house.
CIA, man.
Yeah, the CIA. So I was like, this dude, definitely some stuff going on.
Yeah, so man, you know, the protests start off peaceful. We saw the videos. And then that's why I said, can we clearly confirm exactly what started it? I mean, I can't.
So this is the part that sucks. It's a protest. It's a peaceful protest. For the most part, it's a protest on ICE just taking like hardworking, like undocumented immigrants, right? Because for the most part, it was like, oh, ICE is only going to take the worst of the worst, and then we see them pulling up to the fields, to factories, to people who are working, to
construction sites,
constructions, to graduations.
My guys are just working.
Yeah.
Like what?
So I think that's a lot what that protest is about. But with every protest, there's vandals. There's fucking
people that take advantage.
Who take advantage of that shit.
Yeah.
And there's even people from the other side who want to make this side look bad.
100%.
So they're like, let's cause up a ruckus. Because there's been videos of protesters stopping people who are vandalizing
looting
and stuff and looting. They're that's not what we're protesting for.
I saw a video of they caught like two dudes. Not even gonna say what race they were, but they caught two dudes. They weren't Latino. I'll just say that they just weren't Latino. Looting the store, and literally people that were protesting got mad. They're like, "You're making us look bad." In the video, they kept saying, "You're making us look bad. What are you doing? This and that." Like, it just sucks when you have people take advantage of something that they're actually trying to, they're protesting something that matters.
Yeah.
And then you have people like, "Oh hell yeah!" People are starting to, get violent. Let's go loot.
Yeah.
What is that?
So that shit's
bro?
annoying. That really is. It's really sad to see. What's your opinion on people waving the Mexican flag?
That's been pissing off the other side a lot.
Yeah, and I feel like they're using that as
they're waving these foreign flags in our country.
They're using the arguments like they're waving the flags of the country they don't want to go back to, but it's not that. Like I get their perspective. It's not that. It's showing its proudness. It's like they're protesting. They have the right to protest. This is where they come. Their pride. But I do see like we should probably be carrying American flags as well too, just for like their right wing media to like see, because right now that's how they're targeting everybody.
I wouldn't mind seeing someone holding their country they're from, their flag, and an American flag together, saying, "Look, this is who I am.
Yeah,
I am Mexican American. I am Latino. Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
I am from this certain country, and I am also American." And it's that would look better, I'd say. But I mean, I can't say if it's right or wrong, to be honest. People have a right to.
And so we have the right to protest, right? And you know what Donald Trump says? He says anybody he sees protesting will be met with the most powerful force. He didn't even say rioting. Rioting and protesting, rioters should have the most.
There's two different things.
Yeah, rioters should be met with powerful force. Protesters, no, that's an amendment right to protest.
Where was all that excessive force when they stormed the Capitol?
Exactly.
Look, I hate playing this race card, bro, but let's be honest.
He's racist, bro.
No, not him. I meant
okay.
when they stormed that Capitol.
Yeah.
When we seen the videos, the only time they ever started shooting people was when they were lunging at the agents when they were inside the Capitol. You know, there's that gate that was locked and there was agents there and they started lunging at them.
Yeah.
That's the only video I've seen where I've seen people get shot. It's like,
besides that, it's like,
I'm telling you this right now. If Hispanics, blacks, Muslims, or whatever stormed the Capitol, that would have been game overs before they even got in.
yeah. And they've kind
They
of...
would have been shot
And
right even trying to get in.
They've ruined the facade of what it meant to like do something bad in a Capitol building. Because I would always think like, oh, if you even step foot onto the lawn of the White House, you're getting sniped.
You're cooked. Yeah.
And I always just thought about that like in every government building. Oh, if you do something bad, you're cooked.
You're cooked.
But these guys really like show like, no, you're not gonna cook. You're not. Well, it depends on your seasoning. You know.
Your pigmentation, basically.
Yeah. So real quick, let's see what the chat are saying about this, about our topic. What started as the same people who riot and destroy during LA teams who win championships. It's people who just take advantage.
No, Jason drinks because I hate when that happens, bro.
Yeah.
Because we're in a time of celebrating. Like if you're from LA,
yeah,
you win a championship or whatever sport, whether it's baseball, basketball, football, whatever. And then people start like flipping cars over, putting stuff.
For what?
What the fuck is that?
You're destroying the own city that you're celebrating. That makes no
celebrating,
sense.
Not freaking.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
That's already a riot right there, causing fires, flipping cars over.
Yeah.
You guys pissed that we won?
That makes no
sense. That makes no sense. And you know what's the worst part about that? The Hispanic community is a big part of that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the fans that are Lakers, Dodgers, any of the LA teams, it's a lot of Hispanics. So how much more, how much worse can we look when anytime we win something, you guys want to go out there and do that? It's like, what the fuck?
It's a combination of Edgars and YNs.
It's annoying, bro. It's so annoying when they start doing that.
He said he was going. I haven't really seen other flags. He said he was going to arrest protesters with masks on.
You know what's the dumbest? You know what's the most cowardly pussy shit that's been happening too? That all these ICE agents are like geared up to the max, like they're in the fucking Marines or the Army, and mask cover, and
they won't show their face.
Fucking no. That's my point. That pisses me off. You are not a soldier. Fuck out of here. You're a rent-a-cop. I don't give a fuck. Stop. Second of all, why cover your face? You're doing this job. You chose to do this job. What are you afraid of? And they always say, my family. Whoa, how fucking convenient that you're taking families apart. And you're afraid of your family's protection. Oh my God. Cry me a fucking river. Cry me a river, bitch. Take off your fucking mask. Yeah. Show your face. Show the true fucking coward that you are.
They're literally tackling grandparents and other uncles and taking kids away, but they're scared of their family causing any harm. They're the ones causing harm to our families. So that is super ironic. Great point.
You might have to see it from the perspective. I just said the perspective. No shit, they're covering their face. Yeah. But how ironic. How ironic.
Super ironic. Yeah.
How ironic that is protection, but who's going to have to actually look up their names, try to find out where they live, and actually try to harm their families? I mean, I'm not saying it can't happen.
Yeah,
I'm not saying it can't happen because there's a world where this could happen. There's possibilities. But how, like, come on, dude. Come on. Mm-hmm. Like, I think it's just so cowardly, bro. Like, you're literally, the videos we've seen, they're literally geared up like they're about to go to war.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And they're not going versus the what's it called? The worst of the worst. And to be honest, this isn't political stuff. This really isn't political stuff. It's literally human rights. Like you see people, like I saw a video today of someone's granddad just waiting for the bus, and a fucking maybe a 30-year-old, 20-year-old ICE agent comes running at him like he's a fucking football star and tackles this grandpa down, bro. I'm like, what the fuck is that? So that's what's pissing everybody off. And
yeah, what pisses everyone off too is just seeing some videos where like, well, let's just be real. Yeah, some people are getting violent, and that's what I hate. That some people can't control their temper. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But like, let's be like, I think the advice for everyone is if the cops or ICE is any of these people that are trying to aggravate you on purpose, so that way they can just have a right to just start like hurting you or shoot at you. Just think about it as in they're doing this on purpose, so that way people can get mad and like actually want to like purposely get violent.
Yeah.
I'd like the best thing you can do is just know that that's what they're trying to do and just keep
You got to
protesting
fight peacefully. Yeah.
At the end of the day, you're gonna come out the bigger person because one is literally trying to be a little kid, like I'm not touching you.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not touching you. Type of shit. He's trying to get you pissed.
Yeah, yeah.
By like literally fucking like, hey, what's up? Like you know, I don't want to say what's up, but like they do
Yeah.
that. Have you seen the videos where they're literally like fucking pushing them? And then I've literally seen a video where they're literally just walking by having signs, and there's like officers just like literally like pushing them. And
they're trying to find a reason.
You're trying to aggravate the protesters.
Yeah.
Why? So that way you have a reason to be like, well, they attacked. When you start attacking me, when you started pushing me.
Yeah, and I have a great rebuttal for you. You know, there's a lot of people, because obviously we're going to have some people listening who are not too big fans of the conversation we're having.
100%, because we never get political.
Yeah, because we never get political.
But like
it's not
you said,
our thing.
is this really
it's more
political
of a
or
human
is this
thing.
human right thing?
And there's something I want to do. Well, you know how people are like, oh, well, we did it the legal way, like Mexican Americans like that go against other Mexican Americans, or other Latinos are like, oh, well, we did it the legal way, why can't they? Well, I do have something I want to bring up for you guys about that. But before we get to that topic, I want to dedicate this topic to Miguel Ortega for the $20 dono.
Miguel, yes.
Thank you so much for the $20
Do I have to
donation.
take a shot?
Technically, yes, because you see right here on the screen. Oh, right here. It says $20 a shot.
Where?
Right here. You see it? Right in those little words, it says $20 a shot. Me, though, you weren't here when maybe you heard me.
I heard that.
Is that I'm sober now. I'm not taking no shots. So you got it?
I'll do it. I'll hold it down for the team, bro. Let's go.
Someone left the funniest comment. I think it was Dark Sebastian.
What did he say?
On the last episode, he was like, no one asked him to twerk. Like on the second one, you just kept it going.
Well, because, I said it and I had to do it.
Yeah.
So which one do I use?
Whichever you want. Got a whole bar back there. While you do that, I'll read these comments. They should show their face and ID. How do we know they are legit, right? I saw someone talk about how they got an ice jacket from Amazon for $20. If you're doing your job, doing it without hiding, each one of them chose that career path and stand 10 toes and be about it instead of hiding. I agree. Keep talking about it. Anyone that's uncomfortable about it is just part of their problem.
So
yes.
What do you think about Latinos being ICE agents?
Go out and support instead of talking about it. This is the thing. We do have a platform. And I came on here because I did a lot of research, because we are repeating history, and the stuff that I'm going to share with you guys today are things that are happening now that led to really bad events. So I was going through all that stuff, and I was like, how can I do more to help what's going on? And the best thing is learn from history. And my specialty is sharing history. So that's why I was so excited to start today's podcast, was because I am here to, we want to do our part. Because if you guys know I.E In Friends, we clip and they go extremely viral. So we hope we can, bring some awareness and some history. First thing I want to address, a lot of people who are against illegal immigration, because a lot of Latinos who are against illegal immigration, their main thing is, well, they did it the right way. Maybe they're first, second generation, or maybe they've been here for the longest. For the most part, is someone had to get here illegally for you to do it the right way. Because if you're planning on leaving a country, for the most, when everybody leaves their country, it's because they want a better life or because they're in danger. They don't have time to wait around and do it legally and then come, because that's a long process. That's privilege to think that it's a quick process that you can just fill out some papers and you're legalized.
My mom tried for years.
Exactly. It's a long process.
My mom literally tried for about, if I can remember correctly, 10 to 12 years.
See, and people think, they think it's a privilege.
She had to stop because the lawyer fees.
Yeah,
it's insane.
It's not meant to. It's like it's not a fucking pass like that.
Some people think like, it's $100. Here you go. I'm an American citizen.
And these people, there's some people, right? There's 2.7 million immigrants who got, I'll say, lucky. So Reagan's 1986 Amnesty Act. This is when a lot of this is when it goes to when a lot of Latinos like to flex that they did it fair, that they did it legally, but did they do it or did they just get lucky and they got there at the right, or they were here at the right time? Mm-hmm. I want to shout out my friend Fabio. I saw him post this on his post, and I did a little bit more research on it. So Reagan's 1986 amnesty is the largest mass legalization in U.S. history, where over 2.7 million immigrants became legal citizens. So this is how that started. There's like a whole... This comes from a lot of places, right? So it all started with World War II. And let me get this right, the Bracero program. So during World War II, a lot of Americans, they left to, fight the war. So a lot of jobs were left. So that's when the U.S. government decided to, okay, let's bring in Mexicans and we'll hire them for cheap labor. And then all these businesses fell in love with this cheap labor, obviously. So they kept a lot of Mexicans here. And that was the Bracero program. I hope I'm saying that right. Bracero program. And that's how a lot of Mexicans got here, because they were invited to come here to fill in the jobs that the Americans needed for cheaper labor. So that happened. World War II is over. And now all these Americans are coming back. And now they're like, okay, well, we need our jobs back. We need jobs. And that's when Operation Wetback, right name, crazy name, Operation Wetback came into play.
Don't even hide it.
Where it was, I think this one was the largest deportation that went in effect, where 1.3 million people got deported. And a lot of these people, even if you were, like literally what's going on right now, they're going straight to the fields, straight to the factories, straight to workplaces, and literally racially profiling people and just taking them. Even if you were, like, let's say you're American, you were born here, but your parents weren't, they take you too. So they take you too. They had like really no like empathy. They're like, all right, we brought you guys here. We're taking everybody back. There's been instances where they just be left. So they be taken in buses, in naval ships, and anything to carry Mexicans, and they'll just drop them off.
Was it just Mexicans? Or was it like Central
For the
America?
most part, Mexicans, because it was mostly here in California.
Okay.
And they would just drop them off. There's an instance where they dropped a bunch of Mexicans, about 86, I believe, at least 86, in the middle of nowhere in the desert of Mexico, and they ended up passing away, just because they're 86? All 86, just because they're just dumped there. So so it's that was Operation Wetback. Who was the president when that happened, bro? That was Reagan. No, that wasn't Reagan.
What year is this again?
Reagan's 1986.
No,
Operation Wetback was what the fuck was his name? I got him right here.
You said it was the 40s, right?
Eisenhower, 1954. That was under President Eisenhower.
Yeah, he was a terrible president.
Yeah. So that was going on. So this is the part that was going on. So there is two, because there was the Bracero program, which was, we need Mexicans for cheap labor, but there's also the Wetback, Operation Wetback, which was, there'll be instances, well, hey, come work for us, and then boom, they just got deported. They're like, wait, you just brought me in.
Oh my God.
So
they don't keep accounts.
Yeah, they're definitely not keeping account. Yeah, Operation Wetback is crazy, bro. They really did not give a fuck. So going back to what I was saying about 1986 amnesty, so they're trying to fix everything. It's 1986. They're trying to fix everything. They're like, okay, we kind of fucked up. So President Reagan decided to sign a bill to legalize 2.7 million immigrants, and with that came like it was a trade-off. They're like, okay, I'm gonna legalize a lot of you guys, but because there's always a but we're gonna have way stricter laws, border laws, and we're gonna create like a militarized zone. That's why when you go to Mexico, it literally looks like militarized. If you go to Canada, you just walk back and forth. So that was the thing. It's like, we're gonna legalize a bunch of you guys, but after this, we're gonna be super strict. So that's where a lot of people a lot of Latinos now who are against what's going on, they like to say, oh, well, we did it the right way. We did it legally.
How? Because you won the lottery?
Yeah, you won the lottery. You basically won the lottery. Like, you didn't have to do much. So that's what I want to share with you guys. That's something not that many people know about. And also Operation Wetback is just insane. I kind of talked about more of that. But one thing I want to get into, which is even crazier. So we want to talk about eugenics. Remember when we talked about the gasoline baths?
Oh, a while back, yeah.
Yeah, a while back. And how, like Nazi Germany was inspired by what America was doing to these people.
Mm-hmm.
So before we get into more of that, the eugenics movement, what eugenics is the idea, and this was supposedly backed up by science, and that's why so many of these government officials were like, they're accepting it and passing it. The eugenics movement was, let's stop getting people like the worst poor class citizens, like prostitutes, mentally ill people, a lot of racism, a lot of Mexican Americans. They're like, to stop having more of them, we just got to make sure they stop reproducing. So what they would do is they'll sterilize them. And so they'll sterilize them so they can't have any more kids. And they'll also, or they'll just like deport and kill. Their plan was to do what like Hitler did, right? Get rid of, quote unquote, the worst of the worst. So only the best of the best reproduce.
The pure white.
The pure ones, those can reproduce.
The pure, what do you call it? What do you say? The pure like Aryan race. Like, yeah, okay.
So that's what the eugenics movement is. The crazy part, there was a California eugenics movement, which was insane that not that many people know about, where 20,000 women were sterilized without them even knowing it. 20,000 Latina, mostly Mexican American women. Mostly Mexican women were sterilized without even knowing it, without their consent. And this was happening from the years 1909 through 1979.
70 years of this?
Yeah, bro. So at least 20,000 people, 20,000 Mexican American women or Mexican women were sterilized. They're mostly poor, mentally ill, people of color, especially Mexican American. Latinas targeted in LA was huge. It was mostly happening in Los Angeles, from where? USC Medical Center. So the doctors will tell these Mexican women, saying either they'll do it without their consent, sterilize them while they're under labor, without letting them know, or telling them the only way for your baby to survive is if we do this. So they'll scare them. And another thing was, for the most part, they wouldn't even speak English, and all the consent forms were in English. So they were just like, oh yeah, just sign here and just sign here. So a lot of these women signed, their reproductions away.
That is super illegal.
Super illegal. There was a court case, the Madrigal 10, Madrigal 10, the Madrigal 10, where 10 Mexican American women sued USC Medical Center after being sterilized without their consent. So there are a lot of times, these are the ones who like brought it up to court, and it was they actually lost. They lost against the court.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so doctors believe that Latina women were a burden to society, and they were having too many kids.
Oh.
Yep. And when this was all kind of like when California apologized? 2021. California officially apologized and compensated the victims $25,000. But for the most part, a lot of them didn't even know.
$25,000.
Yeah, a lot of them didn't even know that happened to them.
$25,000.
Yep. And this
2021?
is 20 barely. Governor Newsom was the one that that's how recent it is. And the craziest thing, when Hitler was coming up with all these concentration camps, who they studied? California, because of what they did, all the sterilization. Isn't that insane?
70 years of it. And
it's literally it just happened. Like, this shit's not that long ago, bro.
70 years of it. 20,000 women.
Yup.
Took them from 1979 to 2021 to apologize.
It happened at USC.
That is
mid LA.
Bro.
Insane, right?
I
was like, bro.
That is 42 years.
Yeah.
That they waited to apologize.
And it's crazy because many of them didn't even know, because a lot of them, they were like drugged, they were unconscious. Then they go to a hospital, next thing you know, they're never having kids again. And they thought it was just them. So they would never know that they're a victim. They just thought it's a problem they had with them.
How are they? It was a shot that sterilized them?
I don't know what they're doing.
Took
probably
their eggs out or something?
Yeah, you definitely are not going to hear this stuff. This is stuff they don't want to talk about because they're definitely ashamed of it. And it's like I've always thought about. I was like, damn, like they've just have never liked Latinos. They have never liked Mexican Americans. Like they used us for cheap labor, and after they were done, all right, our guys are back. Get out of here. Boom. And that's like you see that going on. Like, I mean, history repeats itself. The best thing for it to not repeat itself is by learning about it. And we definitely don't want to get to that point, but that's shit's crazy. And you never think it's like, well, we'll never get to that point. Honestly, you never fucking know. You literally never know anymore. Fucking Trump was putting in orders to arrest Gavin Newsom. Like, the shit's fucking weird, bro. So that's the research I did today.
Yeah, what was it that the government was asking California? I wish I would have kept that information in my head. They were asking them to, I forgot what it was. It was pay something, and then California saying no. And it's like California's thinking about like, literally like just not paying federal taxes as like fuck off.
Yeah.
And which would hurt the U.S. economy
because California is like
I think California is like
the economy.
I think California is like the 6th or 7th
largest economy in the world.
Yeah. And didn't know this, the taxes that California pays helps out, get this, red states around the U.S.
Yeah. We contribute to the economy.
So I just want to say this. States out there that talk shit on California, get on your knees and suck the dick, because the fact that California yourself literally helps out these red states that have nothing going for them because they don't have any type of resource. Shut the fuck up, because you're getting daddy's money, so fuck off. Literally, the same states that fucking hate California, the same states that want to talk shit and say like, oh, they should just leave the U.S. is like, fuck, we could leave, bro, and you're fucked.
Yeah. You're
fucked. So, like, it's funny, dude. The fact that I don't think a lot of them even know that.
No, bro. They're definitely not going to teach any of that. Like, schools do not teach you the dark part of history. So,
all right, class, today we're going to learn how to squeal a pig.
And you see, and that's why that's like when I think some guy said, why aren't you out there protesting? It's because I wanted to share this with y'all. Like, you think how many people can I reach at a protest? I'm going to talk to like 10 people. Here,
well, there's a lot of people, but you think
like me personally
actually have like a speech?
Yeah. It's like, okay. I can't do it like that. So at least you guys are listening. You guys now have that information. Do what you wish with that information. But that's what I wanted to share with y'all today.
Ian brings up a great point. Schools don't teach this dark part of U.S. I don't think the U.S. schools teach many dark parts of U.S. history. No. The most we learn about is what they did to the Indians and the slaves, and they don't even get deep into what they did to the Indians or the slaves. So like I it's funny when like our government always wants to act like we're just some saints, like in our history. They're always like, look what happened in Germany. What the fuck happened in the U.S.? What do you mean? They fucking got some of our shit from us.
Literally, they don't teach that.
It's like we have so much dark history to teach.
And that comes now. This is going to be even crazier. The Club World Cup. I don't know if you saw this information.
What a transition.
No. Check this out. No. You're going to see this transition.
Okay, when you say what you're going to say, I'm going to get to my rant like a little bit. Okay. Go ahead.
The first game at Miami, Inter Miami versus
Al-Ali, I think. Or
you know who's going to be their security?
Who?
ICE and Border Patrol.
Huh? In the stadium?
In the stadium. That's the stadium security. ICE and
no
Border
fans
Patrol.
at the games.
And even they asked the FIFA president, they asked him, what do you think about all this stuff going on? They're like, he's agreeing with everything that's going on. Like, he's like, well, all we care about is the safety and security. And he's like, make sure you just have your papers on you. And I'm like, bro, like, it's soccer, it's football, it's who gives a fuck about what's going on in the world for 90 minutes? Let me enjoy my favorite game. And now they've brought
politics into it.
I also saw there was actually a statement today that the LA Gold Cup opener is getting moved.
Yeah.
I was actually planning on going to that game.
You know what kind of pissed me off about the World Cup, the Club World Cup? There's barely any LA games.
Cause, well,
I started getting because I started going through all the group stage games.
yeah,
I started going through the round of 16, the quarterfinals, and all that. It pissed me off. It pissed me off so much how many games are in Florida. I was like, bro,
why?
get on your knees for Messi at this point.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But even now,
A lot of the games are in Miami and in Orlando. I'm like, there's not even a huge crowd in Orlando for this sport.
yeah, I don't think so.
Miami barely has a crowd. I'm sorry.
LA has PSG and Atletico, which is gonna be great.
No, but it's not even just that. There's probably
it's like the majority.
it's just 4 or 5 group stage games.
Yeah.
No knockout round games in LA.
Wow.
You're telling me the biggest soccer city, football city in America.
Club World Cup is struggling. They've cut their tickets to like 60 to 80 bucks.
That's what happened.
And they're doing specials. Bro, I was actually thinking about doing Chelsea and LAFC in Atlanta. I'm not even gonna lie. But yeah, the prices are dropping. Cause the price, bro, I saw the tickets, 80 bucks. Chelsea and Atlanta. I'm sorry, Chelsea and LAFC. I was thinking about doing it. I was like, fuck, it's on a Monday though, so I didn't do it.
Yeah.
But the Club World Cup is struggling right now. And people are even boycotting. Well, the Gold Cup, they're trying to boycott it because they're like, why is Mexico playing games out here? And after all of this stuff, I feel like people in the outside world, like everybody outside the United States, are looking at what's going on. And remember how we were talking shit about Dubai? What was it, Dubai that had the World Cup? Mm-hmm. That's probably everybody's talking shit about us having the World Cup here. 100% guaranteed.
They thought what was gonna happen in Dubai in
what was gonna
Qatar.
happen? Qatar.
It's happening here.
It's actually happening here.
I saw a post which literally kind of made it like it was kind of like an eye opener. It's kind of like I think someone said the U.S. is a third world country painted as a first world country.
Oh, 100%, bro.
We are first world. Let's be honest here, but the fact that problems never go away and it seems like there's always like some type of turmoil or tension somewhere. It's like the everything's going on in LA. Someone said, "Congratulations, we are a third world country." Because it looks like that. You have
China.
You have the state versus the people. You have the government versus the people, and then like now there's fighting. There's violence. This is stuff that you see on the news that's happening.
This is what they said
anywhere else across the world.
This is what they said what North Korea was. We are North Korea.
No, North Korea has no violence because they're all very, very scared.
Yeah, they're scared as fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck was I gonna say? But yeah, that's going on. And then have you seen China's buildings? They have the insane buildings.
The ones with like all the people that live in it?
Oh no, their skyscrapers are just giant billboards. Just a bunch of lights. It's insane. It looks like
imagine getting that as if you're a company.
Yeah, it looks like Tron, bro. But yeah,
yeah, never mind, sorry.
No, I was gonna say that wraps up my Club World Cup spiel. That I was just like, that fucking sucks. Can't believe they're like ICE is gonna be security. Like that's horrible. I feel like and even like the Gold Cup. Now, a lot of people were saying that the DR versus Mexico was an ICE trap, and even fucking ICE is chilling at the BMO parking lot.
Can you flash your ass to someone in public and it'll be fine or no?
I don't think that's public indecency.
Yeah, that's right. Huh?
Were you trying to flash your ass to ICE?
I was gonna go to the game and be like, "Fuck, like this," or something. I don't know. That would be a terrible idea. That's why I had to ask.
Yeah. FIFA is struggling.
No, the U.S. is struggling. That's the thing that's worse. That's the worst part, bro. This is what I hate so bad. I am an adult. I have adult money. I have the money to now be able to go to these events that I've been dreaming about since I was a young kid. Yep. That I was like, I can't.
That I would probably never go, or just like, it'll probably never be here.
Never thought I'd be able to go to a World Cup. The Club World Cup is here, which I mean, people don't really care about it, but the fact they made it more important with all this new format. Mm-hmm. This is the first time they're using this new format, by the way, and we get it, and now it's to shit.
Yeah.
We get the of course the Gold Cup's always here and Mexico basically. But the fact that we have all these tournaments of soccer. We have all this stuff happening last year, this year, now next year. And it's just ruined by politics. Ruined. This is a sport, man. And I know some people say politics are more important, but I think you need to realize, guys, politics is every day. the sport itself. This is something that people literally look forward to in their daily lives of like, it's time to unwind and let me just enjoy my time for 90 minutes or so of just pure entertainment that I just want to get away from the fucking world and not think about anything. That's what people feel love for their sport, whether it's basketball, soccer, American football, whatever it is. Like, people don't want to be remembered all the time about everything that's going bad in the world. There's always so much negative in the world. Let me go see this some games with my favorite soccer players, but no, they don't give a fuck. Have you heard of the dynamic pricing for the World Cup? This one's gonna piss you off if you haven't heard about it. Dynamic pricing.
Yeah.
Sounds like a pyramid scheme if I ever heard one.
Everybody was selling tickets in the United States is a shit show. Okay. Everything's like the pricing, just the resale tickets are horrible. And then everybody had hope in FIFA. They're like, oh, you know what? They're not gonna sell them on Ticketmaster. You can buy all the World Cup tickets through FIFA directly, so there's no reselling prices like that. But they introduced dynamic pricing, where depending on the hype of the game is how they're going to price the game.
I hate that, bro. I hate that. Every group
have the same price.
Every group game should have the price. And then when it comes to like the round of 16 and stuff, of course, it's going to go higher because it's knockout now.
Yeah.
Then the quarterfinals gets more expensive, of course, because, you're getting closer. I get it if they do it like that, where it goes from group games being the cheapest, and then, of course, the finals, the most expensive.
That make that expensive.
Yeah. That is so... Oh, my God.
Sorry to ruin your day. But, yeah.
That is annoying.
It's like you said, we finally have the World Cup here in our backyard, and it's just, like, being stripped from us. That shit pisses me off because...
Dynamic pricing.
I know
you're a capitalist guy, bro, but capitalism sometimes can suck a dick, bro.
Suck a dick, man.
Oh, my God. I'm not saying it's bad all the time, but jeez.
Yeah.
My gosh. Oh, dude. That is annoying, bro. That is so... Ugh.
That's FIFA.
Why is FIFA getting American?
That's FIFA for you.
Why are they trying to freaking do what we do out here? They're never over here.
Yeah, exactly.
Now you want to introduce this for this World Cup?
Yep.
Why?
Who the fuck knows, man? This pisses me off. But
that's what I hate. Like, not even normal people can't experience the beauty of something like that unless they're literally gonna like pull out a mortgage in their house. Like, unless you are rich, have fun.
Yeah.
That's kind of like, come on, dude. What about the people
they're definitely milking the fuck out of this World Cup.
I think they're probably like, yeah, we're not gonna make money off this Club World Cup. Let's do this for the World Cup.
Yeah. Well,
look, I'm still excited for the World Cup because even if I don't go to some of the games, I'm gonna be
at the bars, watch
parties.
by
the stadium that is hosting the game.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the most fun.
For sure. I'm excited for that. Yeah, I'm excited to see like the culture that comes out. Because I always got FOMO when you see like the behind the scenes of like you see all these cultures like marching down like the bar strips and they're like chanting. I was like, and that looks so much fun. You have like two
separate countries of fans like walking by and like they're not even in the same group, but they're just like, hey, like they start like doing some fun stuff together.
I think it was like Italy versus England where they someone from I think England they got a bunch of pasta and they snapped it in half
and they're like
yeah, that's the shit I'm waiting for.
Yeah,
bro, at the that fucking
not the Cosmo but the Cosm
Cosm, yeah, that would go crazy. Those tickets are gonna be expensive as fuck. In other news, we have a fan named Cameron Davis. He wanted to give some topics, and I was like, oh, it's pretty cool. So shout out to him. He's Canadian American. So shout out to Cameron Davis.
Yo, shout out to Cameron.
So this is what he says.
Let's see.
Yo, guys, I love your content, bro. So I'm a unique individual with ties from SoCal to NorCal. I was born in Berkeley, where no one can deny it, being from the Bay, but I never lived there. My entire life, I'm from the I.E, specifically Fontana. My little brother was born in Fontana as well. So I'm 100% from the I.E. Now, the reason I bring this up is because I see a lot of people from LA will try to close off the I.E. But if they do their research, just like the Bay Area, Los Angeles is a city, county, and also a region. And in the Bay, I see a lot of people that try to say, oh, this city isn't the Bay because it's not Oakland, San Jose, or San Francisco or in the hood. But that's just false. The Bay Area is officially 9 counties, and it doesn't have to be in SF County to be the Bay. Similarly, the Los Angeles area is comprised of LA, OC, IE, and Ventura because of Los Angeles is a region just like the Bay Area and is officially counted as such by the U.S. Census and Government and Regional Planning. So in more accurate way, when people say they're from, I currently live in the Bay right now taking care of my grandmother, and I usually tell them I'm from the LA area, specifically the suburbs, which is the IE. Now that is accurate because people from LA say they're from LA, the city. People not within the city say they're from LA County, but we are the larger LA region. Yep. Great point.
My boy brought up some.
He brought the stats.
Factoids
He's
right
like,
here.
stop saying I'm not from the Bay. Actually, I am. Here's what the U.S. Census says. I'm gonna start.
According to the U.S. Census.
According to the U.S. Census.
Yo, yeah, nice little touch there. Not a fact that I knew about.
Yeah, I did not know that either. So shout out to Cameron.
Shout outs, bro. Shout outs.
Yeah. What else is going on, Aaron?
Oh my god. Oh,
My throat's cooked.
your throat is cooked from talking all that, from cooking earlier.
No, I got sick this past week. I feel better now.
It is hot in here, bro.
Is it? It feels a little fresh.
I'm sweaty. What if I'm just like, what if I just need another shot?
Hey, so who's gonna send the shot? You didn't
Nah.
twerk on the last one, bro. I'm just saying. Yeah, I was just saying. Thrown in the
people
rocks.
People are gonna see this and be like, these are the same guys talking about politics.
5 minutes later. 5 minutes later. Bow, bow, bow.
There it is. There it is.
There it is. Whoop, there it is. So yeah.
There's my twerk, guys. If you want to see that happen again, donate.
Any other entertainment news? Anybody in the chat have any entertainment news topics? I was gonna say, I mean, we can talk about sports forever. I don't know how much you guys like about sports, but
Yeah.
Portugal and Spain.
What a final. We saw it together.
Final.
Okay, guys. Okay. I don't know if everyone here watches sports or watches, football, soccer, whatever you want to call it, right? We're watching the game, and then everyone knows if you saw the Spain versus Portugal game for the Nation League's final. Morata comes on.
Oh yeah, that shit was
And
funny.
then Angel straight up says, we're done.
Yup.
We're done. And I was like,
For the
we started
PKs.
laughing, and we're
Yeah.
like, he's not the same player, right? He's like, nah, man, he's a straight tronco. This food is garbage, blah, blah, blah. It's like, I mean, yeah, he hasn't been great the last couple seasons, of course.
Yeah.
And then he sees him, comes up. He's like, is that Morata? And I was like, well, I don't know. I can't really see him. And like he pops up. He's like, nah, we lost. We lost. He literally called it.
Mind you, he's the last penalty kicker.
No, fourth. He was fourth.
Well, he was the last one to take it.
Well, yeah, because Portugal scored fifth. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they needed him to score.
No, of course. Yeah,
They needed him.
I'm saying, so,
Oh, that's a good one.
so the fact that when he saw his face, when he got up from like positioning the ball and he saw the camera,
He knew it was-
literally Angel straight up said, he said, we lost. He's missing this. He's missing this. And next thing you know,
He
misses
it.
it, which was funny because we all started dying because we were like, the fact that he called it.
Yeah,
He
he called it
called
as
it.
soon as he saw him like on the camera for the game.
Yeah.
He's like, why they bring him on? Yada yada. He's
Like,
gonna cost us the
we're
game.
done. He's gonna cost us the game. This
Yup.
and that. Blah blah blah. He called it like so early on, which was so funny to me.
Yeah, that was
So funny. Oh my gosh.
That YouTuber and his wife shooting on the Las Vegas Strip Sunday. Did you hear
Yeah,
about
the
that?
streamer.
The streamer, 2 streamers.
Yeah. What
So
the
I
fuck's wrong with that guy?
I guess they've been having beef for like a year.
You can't fight.
I forgot the names. It was like something Las Vegas Danny or some shit like that.
I know. I saw
Yeah.
I forgot the two guys' names, but
Supposedly his defense, the guy that shot the man and his wife, was saying he shot in his self defense because he saw them reaching for a gun. But that is
any reports of any guns in the?
I don't know.
You know?
But that's YouTube beef taken to a whole nother level. Since October 2023, they've been beefing it. That happened right in front of the Bellagio. So that shit is crazy. And it's all caught on live, like 2 separate angles, because they're both live streamers.
Yeah, you know what I thought was one of the comments were kind of like opened my eyes. Someone said that the wife went for the camera first before her husband.
For real?
Yeah. In the video, you see that he gets shot.
And she went for the camera?
She went for the camera first.
Or maybe she's just running away.
No, she like grabbed it.
The hell?
And then that's when she like the camera falls down after that or something. But I don't know if she grabbed it or she just bumped into it. I don't know. It was kind of weird because the camera was a different angle when she you could see her like half of her body.
I didn't see
weird.
the full video,
Uh-huh.
but yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, motherfuckers be. I hate people that. If you have beef, dude,
Send it like men.
I hate
man. I hate how like the egoness that comes with guns. It's like a gun doesn't make you strong.
hard.
Yeah, hard. Like that shit. That's the opposite. But like settle shit out. Like man, like
If you're someone that wants to settle shit with a gun, you're a pussy. You're a bitch.
yeah.
You are a bitch.
The only time I would agree that it's like cool to settle shit with a gun, if it's like the old Western style.
Like you both have a gun.
Yeah, and you guys got to stand
That's
back to
That's
back.
some manly shit.
That's some manly ass shit. Who's got the quickest draw? Pa, pa, pa. I'm fucking. I got my switch on me.
Yeah, I always thought it was so corny when people try to flex their guns.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like some people have guns for hobbies, right?
Yeah, that's cool.
That's not.
Yeah,
that's
cool.
not corny.
Yeah.
People aren't here out flexing their guns, right?
Yeah.
But people that are like, you want to see something?
Like there's some type of problem. They already flashing a gun.
Yeah, they're like, we got a
like,
problem.
come on,
It's
bro.
like, come on, bro. Where's the hands at? Come on, bro. You too scared to fight me?
Yeah.
That's why. You want to shoot me because you know your little ass is gonna get beat.
Yeah.
Your little ass is gonna get beat. So all you gotta do is you're gonna run to your gun because you're a little bitch.
That actually reminds me. I don't know if you remember, but supposedly I almost got jumped. Were you there?
Don't remember this.
Yeah, I almost got jumped in
Where?
DTR when we went last.
Oh, that's what Darren was talking about.
Yeah, yeah. He was telling me, he's like, yeah, bro, you almost got jumped. I was like, the fuck you talking about?
Yeah, I think he was being serious. Yeah, because they
Yeah,
got
he
mad
was-
that you bumped into him.
Yeah, I don't even remember that shit.
I know.
It was
Why
like
would he
3
try to fight a cowboy?
Yeah, I was dressed up as a cowboy. Like,
And then I heard that you bumped into him, but you're like, oh, my bad. And he was still mad.
it was 3 guys.
Yeah, and all 3 of them got mad for
Yeah,
one guy?
all 3 guys wanted to jump me.
For one guy?
Yeah.
For accidentally bumping into them?
Yeah, and me saying sorry. Butt buddies, bro.
Make sense.
And that's just the motion I had, bro. That's the aura I had, cause I had no idea these 3 guys were trying to like jump me, and I literally just kept it pushing all the way to like literally till we got in the car. I had no idea any of that shit was going on.
No, Darren caught it though.
Yeah, yeah. Darren was the one. Shout out to Darren. He's Vanessa's boyfriend. He like cooled down the situation without even me knowing of the
I
situation.
think they got scared when they saw his big ass.
Oh hell
gun.
yeah, Darren's big as fuck.
Darren's a huge
shout
guy.
out to Darren,
Darren
yeah.
is huge, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
They saw him, they're like, oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah.
yeah. So yeah, guys, I almost got jumped
Without you knowing.
without me knowing.
You were like in a good ass mood.
Yeah, yeah. I was like,
You were intoxicated.
yeah.
And yeah, but I know you had accidentally bumped into him, something like that. But you still said like, "Oh, my bad."
Huh. That's funny.
What kind of fucking?
That's what I'm telling you, bro.
What
Ego's
kind of
crazy.
low ego? Like what kind of high ego, like low insecure, like very insecure as responses?
Yeah.
You get bumped into on accident, and then the person still says, "My bad," and then you're still like, "Nah, what's up?"
I don't believe in accidents. Everything's intentional, fool. Fuck you. That's basically what he said. That's what he said. There's no such thing as an accident, fool. You did that shit on purpose. That's what he said, straight up. So yeah, guys, I almost would have done this episode with the black guy.
That's insane. Nah, there's a lot of us there.
Yeah.
But were we paying attention though?
No.
I don't think none of us were paying attention.
Yeah.
We're all in our little world.
No, no world. So that was my update. We actually have a vlog. If you guys watching right now, coming out on Friday. We went to the rodeo.
That was before we went out.
Yeah, before we went out.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that vlog.
Yeah. Yo. Remember meeting that? Not you, but like the rest of us. You were there. You saw the weirdness
What weirdness?
of that one girl.
Yeah.
That was just. I couldn't tell what was going on. I was very, very confused of that moment.
She backed
I
that,
couldn't
she backed
tell
that
if
shit up
that-
on you, bro.
I couldn't tell if she was
I think that's a sin.
what?
She backed it up on you.
Not just me.
Everyone.
Everyone.
Yeah.
But I couldn't. The way she talked, I was like, okay, is this girl drunk or is she just literally socially awkward? Because like she'll tell me something, and I'll respond, and she'll just look at me like, I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, okay. And then she'll say something. I'm like, sorry, what'd you say? And then she wouldn't even say what she said. She'll be like that. I'm like, this girl, I can't tell, bro. I'm like, this girl is I think she was a combination of like somewhat drunk and then just socially awkward.
Yeah.
Cause I was not getting the hint of her fully being like.
She was
there.
definitely like in a whole different. I feel like she probably had like to be on some like what is it, Molly or some shit.
She probably took some pill or something.
Yeah, she was just like
Because to me it seemed like she was just like
she was cooked.
Not even that. Like she was just socially awkward.
Yeah. Crazy shit. Next.
Saw it already.
What does this say?
Oh, we're on Take the Mic, guys.
Okay, we are now on Take the Mic. If you guys want to be part of the show, go on the link in the description under Take the Mic.
Take the Mica.
First one. Hey guys, need some advice. I've been going through it lately. I am ashamed to say I voted for Trump, and I am struggling mentally. I have been to the point where I feel like dying. I can't believe I contributed to this madness and unhuman things. Knowing my best friends, my tío and tías and dad aren't citizens here. I fell for the talk of it. I had people who can't even vote tell me to vote against Kamala because they have been here and they always promised them papers and never gave them, but for other people they would. I felt like at the time I made a right choice. I've always advocated for my people, but now I feel hopeless. I'm not sure what I can do. You know, I was thinking about this because I feel like there's a lot of people like this. And it's not your fault. It's their propaganda worked. Like they had streamers. The reason they won is how well they utilize podcasting.
Big streamers.
And
big
streamers.
Big people.
Like they knew. And also Kamala's like marketing campaign, she had fucking Megan Thee Stallion throwing ass.
It's fucking terrible.
So don't blame yourself, bro. You literally like, and they've gave like, I think Joe Rogan also gave Kamala the opportunity to speak on a podcast. Like they should have done real shit like that. And I think that's what won a lot of people over with Trump. Like, oh, see, he's appealing to what we are, our masses. So don't feel guilty. Like they wanted you to vote like that. They wanted you to go against your morals with their marketing campaign. So don't feel bad. The thing you can do now is, you know, advocate for like go out there, go protest, go share information, call your what are they called, the legislators, your representatives, because honestly you're not alone. There's a lot of people that probably feel the same way, and there's even people who voted for Trump that like are Republicans. They're also like, this isn't right. Well, this isn't really what I voted for.
Same people that thought that they were gonna get an influx in their money status, who thought that Trump was gonna help them financially, are seeing the consequences of it.
And there's people who voted for Trump because they don't want to vote for Kamala. It was said it was the lesser of two evils. Who are you gonna go for?
This was a terrible.
It was a terrible election.
Year for any election for any of them. I'm sorry, it was.
Don't feel too guilty.
I've always thought it was funny when people literally say like, "Oh, he's gonna do great for the economy, this and that, blah blah blah." I'm like, this is the same man who has gone how many times bankrupt?
Yeah.
His companies.
So it's,
you know what I mean? Like whether you want to say that he was involved in that, but still, this is his name under these companies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So how are you gonna expect a man that has many times gone bankrupt to help the entire U.S. economy? Maybe it doesn't correlate. Maybe I'm just chatting shit. Let's be honest. Maybe I'm just chatting. Maybe I'm just yapping.
We just yapping.
I'm just yapping. I'm sorry, but I don't know. That just seems like a very like I don't even want to say red flag. That sounds icky. Mm-hmm. Icky. It just looks like it's a bad look. I'd say it looks like a bad sign.
Yeah. All right. Next one. What's up, guys? I've been listening to a podcast for the last month. Y'all really helped me get through my work day. I need some guy advice. Is it okay to forgive an ex that has a dark past while we were not dating? My ex messed around with a married man with kids. The situation alone was messy as it is. My question is it okay to look past that, or is this a red flag? She has cut all ties with this person, and I have witnessed it firsthand. I asked this because I want to get back with her, but this is something I have never encountered before. I appreciate your advice.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a shady thing to do, man. That's a very shady thing to do.
Karma.
From both parties, by the way.
Yeah. I think...
I don't know, man.
He was single. So there's that, right?
Yeah.
But,
She was single. Let's get it right here.
oh, I'm sorry. She was single.
She
I'm
was
getting confused.
single.
It was
She
a
could do
woman.
whatever she wanted.
Yeah.
But choosing to mess around with someone who's married instead of just going with from someone that's
There's a lot of
not married.
There's a lot of fish in the sea.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like, why choose that route?
Yeah.
And if you know they're married too, that's the worst part.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something to
Is it a
look
red
for.
like what they? I mean, depends how they treated you, but it is a huge. It just goes back. Well, you're single. That's fucked up. It's like morals. You're going against morals, actually.
Yeah, dude.
So now you're fighting morals. So it's kind of that goes up to you. Like, where do your morals stand with this?
Yeah, it's kind of a hard one, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All
Damn, they are not laying up on the last one.
Yeah, let's see. We're reading the comments.
Nah, 100% their fault. Let me know.
Yeah, thanks for contributing to the disgrace of so many people. It was very clear to see what they wanted. You may hate yourself and want to die. Imagine what the families of these people are feeling.
Okay, Lupita, let's
Damn, Lupita.
wow.
You reap what you sow. It's not always marketing. They should take some accountability because it's their morals as well. But it's good. He's aware now. He's trying to do better.
Yeah,
Thank you, Esmeralda.
There you go. Yeah, I think people that want to run, for the next race, for the presidency, they need to realize that there's different forms of you being able to get the vote, especially if you want to get that vote from like the 18 through 30 years old.
Yeah.
30 year old. Let's be real here. Not everyone's watching these debates.
No one.
No.
And it's like the clipping,
unless you're the age of like 55 and older, you're not watching those debates. Unless you're really, really into it, which is, good for you. But there's other ways of like expanding to that type of audience.
Yeah.
Like you said, they had a chance to go on like the biggest podcast, and I think that episode would have done very well because she could have reached an audience that she wasn't reaching.
Exactly.
Like Trump won all the young ones. Let's be honest here.
He did. He won
the young vote.
And it's because, and to be honest, a lot of Latinos, like majority of vote.
I literally do believe that it was the money thing. They thought that he was going to do this miraculous thing about like saving the economy.
Yep.
Everyone that like, cause let's all be real here. The economy is so shit that people were just like,
we need someone who
to
has,
fix it.
Yeah.
Now it's gotten worse.
Yeah, it's kind of worse.
Doesn't look like it's gonna get any better.
Yeah.
So that was the situation that people really wanted to like. I think that was the main focus of everyone.
Mm-hmm.
People just really, really wanted like the economy to pick back up again. Oh my god.
All right, next one. What's up, guys? I don't want to make it very long, but if y'all are down for a roller coaster with me, let's get to it.
Well, it's long.
It is long.
It's big.
I tend to work 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. from Monday to Friday.
Jesus, take a break.
Has been like that for 5 years now. Same job and everything since August 2024. I got engaged to a 4-year relationship I had with this girl. I moved into an apartment by myself a month before the engagement because I was getting ready to seal the deal and prep things with her. Her parents did not let her move out before the wedding, so I lived alone, and my girl had a key and would come but would have to leave. February 2025, on a random Tuesday, my boss said we can leave early. It was 1 p.m. Hell yeah. I was just ready to relax. I didn't even text my fiance that I got off early. I was just going to get to the apartment, shower, and pull up on her at her parents' house. I get to the apartment, and I see her car there. So I was like, oh shit, cool. But I enter slowly, close the door slowly just to see what's up, and I hear noises coming from my bedroom. 1-bedroom apartment, small. I stand next to my door and I hear them kick the door open, and there's that bitch with the motherfucker I don't like.
Oh.
Mind you, this is Georgia, open carry state.
Oh, Jesus.
I whip my gun out of my holster and straight pointing at this dude with tears in my eyes. This is a girl that I kneeled on rocks and carried her on my back type of love. She yelled at me to stop. You know how it goes. And I honestly didn't want to hear nothing. So I just told dude, get the fuck out. And he tried putting on his clothes and I yelled, now. So he ran out in his boxers and clothes in hand.
That's right.
Kicked her out, called her mom about what just happened, and just wished her mom well. After I kicked her out, I looked down the barrel of my gun crying. I almost pulled the trigger and my phone rang. It was my little brother. He is 10. He just called and said he missed me and if we could play Fortnite when I got off work. I pulled the gun away. I went into a depression so bad I lost my job, turned into an alcoholic, lost the apartment, went back to my parents. Been going to AA and therapy. I honestly felt my life crumble. I actually found out about this podcast from her. So if she still listens, fuck you, bitch.
Say it louder. Say it
Fuck
louder.
you, bitch.
Yeah, fuck you.
Anyways, I still drink, but not as heavily, slowly recovering. I called my cousin for work, so I have work. I started working ending of April, so it's been a month now, and I'm slowly recovering. Started getting back into some hobbies, trying to get back on my feet. So as of right now, I can say I'll be okay. Thanks, guys. Hope all is well. Oh my God.
What a roller coaster, man.
That was definitely a roller coaster, bro. I'm sorry you had to go through that. I can't even imagine that feeling, bro.
I went through it, but I never
But you didn't
caught
see
them.
it.
I didn't
Catching
see
is
it.
it's a whole different thing.
That's one different thing, bro. Nah, this man spiraled, man. We're talking about he went to his lowest.
Bro, he was about to marry this girl.
He went to his lowest, man.
That shit happens, bro.
He had the job was working his ass off, but
He was,
imagine losing 72 hours
and that's
of work.
the thing, bro. That's the girl that you were working your ass off for. That's your motivation.
That's how she repays you? Let it be known that. Let's make it extra worse by doing it with someone that you don't like.
Yeah,
It's not like it's just some random dude,
that shit was.
which is still fucking terrible, right? But let's add a little bit more fire to this fire. Let's add more gasoline to this shit. And do it with someone you do not
If I had a
like.
gun, that shit was going off. And but then now you're even more fucked because you just killed a dude.
No, I'm glad this guy kept his composure.
I'll shoot him in his foot.
They used to go to jail. Ah, no, man.
I'll tell the judge. At least I didn't kill him.
I really hope, you get back on your feet, man. You find that confidence again, bro. I hope you find nothing but straight happiness and love, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's comeback season, bro.
It's comeback season for you, bro. Like, you're gonna have a lot of come on many backs.
And your little brother was an angel sent.
That was literally, bro. Honestly, your little brother was, dude. It wasn't your time to go.
So
bro.
that means you're meant to be here.
You're meant to. Yeah, it was not your time to go.
Yeah,
you're meant to be here,
You're meant
bro.
to be here.
So just keep your head up, man. I hope everything goes well for you and you find that happiness again, man. Fuck, dude,
that's hurtful. And she was a fan of the podcast.
Don't even watch, bro.
You think we had anything to do with it? Back then we were toxic as fuck. Just gonna say.
Don't say we.
We were toxic, bro.
I was. Me?
That's just crazy.
I was always like, I actually love her.
Next one.
No,
That hurts.
that hurts.
Yep.
This hurts.
Next.
I just want to stop the video right there. All right, let's keep going.
Next one. I like this girl I met in a week school for my. I like this girl I met in a week school for my church.
Gotta fix that, but all right.
To someone's advice on inviting her to parties or hangouts. Thing was, she noticed right away that I kept inviting her to different things till messaged me straight up asking what are my intentions with her because she noticed, not gonna lie, that going straight into business taught me she's mature and not playing. Obviously, I didn't want to say directly that I was into her, but I just said, I'm just keep it casual and just wanted to see where things go and apologize if I was kept bugging her or overwhelming her with my invitations. She said that's fine and that she's not looking for any romantically relationship and is focusing on herself. I said that's great. If her and even mentioned that I've been doing the same because in some sense I need to make more friends too. I still invite her to events or hangouts, which usually just end in decline, except for parties because she likes to dance. We're both Hispanic. Now I get she's not looking for anything, but it's ironic not to sound like a stalker, but her likes in reels be always about relationships and having a future with someone. Sad to say, maybe it's not that she's not ready for a relationship, but I ain't the one. But in the even there's a chance. How can I get this girl to like me? Obviously, asking her out to a date would more than likely have her say no. Any advice is appreciated. P.S. My religion isn't a cult. Don't listen to what others who aren't us say. Nothing what they say is true.
What's your religion?
Okay, by the way, if I sound like I butchered it, swear it wasn't me.
No, honestly, guys.
Swear it wasn't
this
me.
is not like Saul can't read type.
It was not me.
This was very not typed correctly.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think she's into you.
Why would he say that P.S. at the end? Well, did he mention
Maybe
the
he's
religion?
Jehovah's Witness. He didn't mention the religion.
Okay.
I know that sucks when you're into a girl and she says she doesn't want a relationship. All her likes.
But he saw the So this is the one where this not really into you, which is okay, man. It's
just
all right.
keep it pushing, bro.
Yeah.
Like there's more fish in the sea. Make her want you.
I don't think he should even try to do that. She's already made her point. She's already lied to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
One day you're gonna glow up and you're gonna be like just super hot, super attractive, super rich, and she's gonna come back to you and be like, hey, actually I was wrong. After she got her heart broken by like 3 dudes and now she's pregnant. Now she's like, oh, no, I want you back. And you're like, no, I'm too good. You didn't want me when I was down. Now I'm up. You know? Maybe Scientology. I doubt there's a Scientology though.
Did you see that one?
Which one?
Never mind. You already took it off.
Did I delete it?
Yeah.
Oh, what's the most big bag shit?
What's the most big bag moment you ever had?
Most big bag moment I've ever had was I ate a pie, like a cake cookie.
Okay. That's your biggest big bag moment?
Yeah.
You're a liar.
I swear
bro.
I can't really think of it.
Damn.
Because I've had that question before.
Right.
I was like, what's your biggest big bag moment? I was like, I think I just had like a
Bazooki?
Yeah, Pazuki, but like a big one, like those big ones you see at Stater Bros or like at grocery stores, the giant
You ate
cookie.
all of it?
Yeah, I ate all of it. Or I've had like a whole pizza.
That's pretty big bag, I guess.
Yeah.
So where do I start? Which out of all moments is a big bag moment for me? I would say, oh no, yeah, this is bad for me. I think I felt like I had a mukbang. I should have recorded it.
No way. What was it?
Dude, there is a time where I was just so hungry. I just had gone out of like having like the bug.
Yeah.
So I didn't eat for like 2 or 3 days. Just did not want to eat. So after I got rid of the bug, I was hungry, bro. All I was doing was like, pooping and vomiting, right?
Yeah, now you replenish.
I'm replenishing.
Yep.
I ordered some Wingstop.
Starts with Wingstop, okay.
Here it goes. Ready? I ordered, it's either to do the 5-piece or 6-piece tenders. 2 of those. Ordered 40 wings, 4 different flavors. I had the voodoo fries, and then I just bought like a 2-liter soda, 2 of them actually. Yeah, I was thirsty as well. And then also had the corn, the Cajun corn. I was hungry, bro. I was hungry. I finished that shit. I feel like I was there for maybe about an hour and a half just eating. I was hungry, bro. This is back then when I was at my biggest. Yeah,
at your peak.
At my peak powers, bro.
Oh my God. That's crazy.
And that's true. Seafood's right. The big bad moments when the food chains around you know you by your name.
They knew you?
I hope not. I hope not, bro. I swear I hope not.
When you're like going in, right? When you're like in your minute 40 of still eating, what do you think?
Your jaw's a little sore, but you're like, this food's so good that you don't want to stop.
What the hell? That's crazy.
Bro, my bad. I didn't eat for 2 to 3 days.
Yeah, okay,
I was just hungry.
Yeah, you're hungry.
I gained back the calories and added a little extra some.
Yeah, Aaron, all that protein cancels it out. Yup, it's protein.
Thanks, Ian. I appreciate it.
All right, last one. Hey, friends, I got to vent something inside of me. When I was working at a retail store in Austin, there was this coworker of mine who I have a crush on, and we, of course, talk almost every 2 days because different schedules. So recently, a month ago, I finally asked her on a date, and she responds with the bomb. I'm married. Why are you laughing at this poor guy? That's like the biggest heart drop in my
I'm
entire
sorry.
life.
How did he not know already?
Right? It shattered my perception forever. Then I crash out. But then I realized she's not as pretty as she is.
Oh,
She's actually pretty ugly.
damn.
Bump nose, dark skin, and I hated that. I don't know how I feel anymore. Can y'all give me any guidance or a piece of advice on letting go of hate? Okay, so
Yo, my boy.
you don't think she's ugly, you just got rejected and now you're mad. You pulled a I bet I can guess your height.
Nah, let's not do that. Let's not do that. I just my boy is wild. He went from this girl's amazing. He gets rejected. I'm married. Who says bitch is ugly?
I know someone who
Bump nose, terrible hair. Girl got a gut.
Nah, that
And no, my boy is literally. I'm sorry. This is hate.
Yeah,
He said
you're down bad right now.
he
bro.
said dark skin.
Yeah, you're down bad. Like you don't want to
my
be that
God.
guy who gets rejected and crashes out on the girl. You don't want to do that.
My guy. He said, matter of fact, you have too much pigmentation.
This
I
is
don't
not.
like
This
it.
is what he did. He's like, he did the pick me thing. Like, well, I'm nice to you. Why don't you like me? I'm nice to you. I bought you food. Why don't you letting me fuck, huh? Huh? I opened the door for you. That's kind of what you're giving. So you don't want to be that.
This guy's late.
Oh, it's probably no, because the thumbnail is
yeah,
Operation
that's
Wetback.
right. Nah, that gave mate. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. If you're hearing this, bro, yeah, you need to let go of this hate, man. You need to relax more. You need to meditate more or something.
Girls don't owe you anything.
They don't, man. They're rejected. They're rejected. That's it. Period. That's
Yeah.
it. That's literally all you got. That's all it is. They reject you. Reject you. But yeah, I think adding the skin color was just even that just alone. You could have just kept it at bump nose.
Yeah, this dude's definitely hurt.
He just turned mid. He turned
You were
racist mid like crash out.
You can't go racist on your crash out, bro.
Yeah, bro. You gotta be racist all time. Can't do it while you're just crashing out.
You gotta stick to it.
Oh, shall we, guys? Shall we? I want to ask you guys. Oh, Jesus, sorry. I want to ask you guys. Did you guys love the segment of the Latino family drama? Let me know in the chat right now because I would love to get back into it because we got some juicy ones last time.
You got one?
We got more.
What is it? What is it?
I can even give you different prompts.
Okay.
Do you guys want to hear the Latino family drama ones, or do you want to hear the people explain to them what's the grossest thing you caught your ex doing?
I got family drama. I saw it on TikTok.
What?
So check this one out, all right? A mother of the mother of the quinceañeras of the quinceañera. How do you say that? Quinceañera?
So say that again.
The mother of the quinceañera
Okay.
slept with the venue owner for a 50% discount.
What a great mom.
That's what I'm saying.
These prices are high, bro.
Prices are high.
She's
So-
just trying.
So she did that, right? So that looks great. The cool part is that mom was single, so she was divorced. So that was cool. The part that's not good, the chisme, is the venue owner was married.
Oh.
And the wife walked in on them.
Okay.
The wife walked in on them having sex for the 50%.
Wow.
And guess what? They got caught. All that happened. She still got the 50% discount.
Game is game.
Yo,
A deal is a deal.
yep.
All right, guys. I'm gonna give you guys 3 different prompts. I want you guys to tell me which one, and then so you could just say it right.
Can
then
I
and
pick
then.
one?
Yeah.
All right.
So here's my 3. Right, we can do the Latino family drama. We can do the most unhinged senior pranks ever pulled out. Like we mean like gone too far type senior pranks.
Uh-huh.
Or we can do the one of what's the nastiest thing you ever caught your ex doing?
Oh my God.
What do you guys want? Nastiest things ex
I can
did?
tell you something. Something I didn't catch. Well, she wasn't even my ex. There's a girl who I was dating for like a long time. I can tell you what she got caught doing, and this shit traumatized me.
What?
I feel like I've talked about it.
What?
So this is why I never step into Sprouts. I don't like going to Sprouts.
What the fuck? The Sprouts do to you?
So she used to work at Sprouts, and she got banned from Sprouts because her manager had her bent over on the desk
Did the screen get brighter by
Yeah,
any
it got
chance?
brighter. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she got caught by an employee having sex with their manager in the office of a Sprouts. So you will never find me at a Sprouts. Shit traumatized. Well, now I don't really care, but back then I remember she told me that, and I was like, oh shit. You ever hear shit like that, and then you're like, this is the girl I'm dating. This is the girl I'm gonna date. Like that's like it's a turn off story, and I got turned off. I was like, oh, this is. I don't know how I feel about this. So that's my something. All right, next one.
All right, we're gonna switch it up a little bit. We'll do the part of the Latino family drama one a different time, but new prompt. We're gonna go with the X one. What's the grossest thing since you just told your story?
Yeah.
We're going with these people's that submitted. What's the grossest thing they ever caught their ex doing?
Oh my god,
we're gonna start off light and we're gonna get freaking terrible.
All right.
My ex cheated on me and got pregnant. Then named the kid after my mom.
She really liked her mom's name. That's crazy.
That's insane. That one's low light. We held hands and he had some blood on his fingers. Said he didn't know where it came from. Later found out it was another girl's period blood.
How do you not know that shit's in your hand?
I don't know.
Probably dried, huh?
Yeah.
Ew.
He did a sniff test on his jeans. We've all been there running late and forgot to do laundry. But he gagged and still wore them.
That's still light,
but gagged and he wore them?
He shitted in those.
Oh, my ex charged my credit card for Tinder Premium after we had just gotten married.
Wow. I was going to say, like...
Can you imagine that?
After they break up. But damn.
Can you imagine that?
That's crazy. Anybody in the chat? Anybody got some crazy shit they found out?
Wait, I got more. Okay. Ooh, this one's bad. Oh, my ex cheated on me with his sister. Straight to the point.
Ew.
Oh. He bought me an engagement ring. Never proposed. And then proposed to his next girlfriend with the same ring. It didn't fit her, so she wore it on her pinky. Dodged a bullet.
Hey, he's saving money, though. Like, if it wasn't for you... I know someone who bought an engagement ring and never asked out. Well, it just never happened, so he just kept the engagement ring.
These next two are pretty gross. Holy crap. He refused to brush his teeth for a week and kept trying to kiss me because he read online that the pheromones of his stank breath would hypnotize me into sleeping with him. Facts. We broke up very quickly after that.
Facts. Reminds me of Twilight. I'm on a Twilight binging spree right now.
Jesus Christ.
Because Twilight's on Netflix. So my girl and I, we've been watching Twilight this whole time. And it's giving Jacob. By the way, Jacob's a fucking simp. Anybody who want to talk about Twilight, because I can talk about Twilight now, but Jacob is a simp. You know the werewolf? Have you seen Twilight?
Yeah, of course.
Have you seen Twilight?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
You're gay.
You're the one binging it. Where you been, Loca?
Yeah, so...
That's so crazy.
This whole time, Bella wanted... What's the vampire's name? Edward. Bella wanted Edward, and Jacob kept going after her, and he just... Jacob. Long story short, Jacob's a simp. Straight up.
Not 100%. All right. This one's going to gross you out, bro. I need you to... Oh, my God. I opened the door while he was taking a bath. He was pooping in the water, scooping it out of the tub water and into the toilet. Why are you... What type of life was that?
I thought about that. Not like that I'm going to do it, but I was like, what happens if you poop here? Would it go down the drain? Or do you have to... Maybe he thought about that. Because I was like, is the water going to squish it down? I don't know.
One time I left for work and forgot something. Came back and he had a chair out. Computer open on a Russian cam girl. Toilet roll and lotion.
Wait, hold
like
on.
A station. I'd been gone for 2 minutes.
Hold on. Ian Nunez. I haven't finished the Twilight series. What the fuck you mean? It gives it was all a dream.
Don't read that. Don't read that. Don't
What
read
the
that.
fuck?
Don't read that. Don't read that.
I just read it.
No, but just let it be.
We have a giant screen, and it's right there. Do you mean?
You will get there, my child.
No way.
You will get there, my child. Relax. Relax. It's not what you think. It's really not what you think
anymore. Also, hi Renee. She says she hasn't seen us in a long time. Welcome back. This was a great episode. You should check it out.
Yeah. Did you hear the one I just said though?
No, go back. I was too focused on what happened in
Twilight.
Twilight.
You just had to read it, huh?
Yeah.
One time I left for work and forgot something. Came back and he had a chair out, computer open on a Russian cam girl, toilet roll and lotion like a station. I'd been gone for 2 minutes. My boy was plotting. My boy was
He heard the car.
plotting.
Heard the car and he's like, damn.
My boy was
plotting.
Oh my God.
Patience Young.
Oh gosh. Found him posting himself in a Paw Patrol onesie with the pacifier on Instagram. We were both teenagers.
Paw Patrol onesie. Wow. Shout out to Paw Patrol.
Wow. There's one where I saw that was so disgusting. I wish I could have found it again. Basically, this girl said that. So one of the comments.
He's got a gooning ritual. Is crazy.
No, what?
Sifu said, motherfucker has a gooning ritual. Oh, wait, what the hell? I haven't seen you since a Yala. What are you talking about? Oh, shit, what the fuck? I thought you were like a fan. Renee.
Oh, my God, Renee. Hello.
I apologize. I kind of blacked out my high school.
What?
I don't remember much from high school.
So there was one that I saw that I thought was insane. She said that her ex's room smelled a lot like piss, but she didn't know what was going on until one day she found out through the guy's sister that he would pee in holes that he made in his room because he was too lazy to get back to he was too lazy to get up to go to the restroom. So he would pee in these holes that he made in the wall.
What the fuck?
So that's why his room always smelled like piss.
Motherfuckers are weird, bro.
Bro.
What's the weirdest person you've met? You know any weird people that have done like weird shit?
That one girl from the other night.
What?
But
that girl was weird.
No, weird people that do weird stuff.
I had you want to know a funny story? One time in 6th grade, I think it was, I went on a camping field trip, and I convinced all of my friends in my cabin to we'll go ding dong ditching the other cabins, and I remember we're gonna go to this one cabin, and we were super excited, and one of my friends, his name was PJ, he was so excited he peed his pants. And he's like, guys, I just peed my pants. I was a dick, bro. I told everybody.
You're a dick, bro.
And his dad was a chaperone. He got mad.
I remember going to science camp in 5th grade. I loved it. I had 2 girlfriends.
Shit.
So I had one, and then I broke up with her a day later because the girl that I had a crush on, she was over school by. Once I saw her, it was that little puppy dog love. I was like, I want to know who she is. Who is this beautiful girl? Oh my God. She ended up actually wanting to talk to me, and once I found that out, I went back to the other girl that was my girlfriend, and I was like, I don't want to date you anymore, and I went with the other girl.
That's how it is. That's how I got broken up with. If you want to get technical, my first girlfriend in 3rd grade, I think she was my girlfriend for a day or two, and I remember I was shooting hoops at recess, and her 2 friends come to me. And then I'm like, what's up? And then they're like, Madison's breaking up with you. And I'm like, oh, shit, all right.
That was me in elementary, bro. We would play basketball every single day in elementary school, bro. If it wasn't soccer, we played basketball. That sounds like, oh, my God. Anytime someone would come up to you, tell you something, you're like, okay.
Yup.
Oh, my God, just shooting threes. For no reason.
I was so good back then. Imagine, bro. I was so well.
I wish I still had the skills I had back then.
Because, bro, imagine you're playing this sport. Well, how many recesses do you have? 3?
3.
You're playing the sport
3 times a day.
3 times a day, every day.
It was just funny because I was playing soccer outside of school. I had played club soccer, but during school I was playing basketball.
Yeah, me too.
I was like, I just want something different.
Yeah.
From 1st grade to 5th grade, I swear, dude, it was basketball all 3 recesses.
I had a football peak where we did a game. It was a 5th graders versus 6th graders. I was a 5th grader. And the 6th graders, they had this popular kid, and his name was Kobe.
Oh, damn, you're cooked.
And they put me to guard him. And I was like, I bet. Intercepted him 3 times.
That's my boy.
To the 4th time where he got pissed that I went up to intercept it again, and he pushed me. They didn't call that foul, bro.
Damn.
I still, to this day, I remember that shit. Kobe, I'm going to find you, bro. I don't know where the fuck you at. Yep.
Kobe. The fuck, bro?
I remember since then I caught some hate, and I remember one time we were at the lunch tables, and he was eating Lunchables, the nacho ones, and I just kept staring. I was trying to catch him double dipping. I was like, I'm gonna catch him double dipping, and he double dipped, and I told everybody, Kobe just double dipped, And he's like, I did double dip. I saw you double dip.
He's a double dipping dick.
Yup.
Then Saul woke up. Damn.
For sure, big pimping. For sure. Motherfuckers can't have a good life.
Understand shit. They say you ain't catching up with Kobe.
Yo,
You ain't catching up with Kobe?
I was a sick ass athlete back in the day. I remember when I started middle school, I was wondering when recess was. Dead ass, bro.
PE, bro. That's PE right there.
Yeah, that was. If I knew my last recess was gonna be my last recess, I would have recessed harder.
I recessed hard because I remember I did not like the idea of middle school.
Oh, because you knew it was
6 periods, and I knew that there's no recess because the teachers always reminded us. Like there's like
they did.
This is your last year, guys. You're 5th graders. This is the last time you're gonna have recess. You're not gonna have recess in middle school. There's no recess.
Well, fuck. What do we do? Play every sport?
What? After paying him $20 for gas or oregano, whatever it is, like it was not. What are we talking about?
I don't know. We talking about
Renee. You just randomly.
Bud.
What?
We still don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what we're
Maybe
talking
about her ex story.
Oh, she's behind.
After paying him $20.
It's because she's asking about because Sifu answered his stuff. Crazy things you caught your ex doing. What was the grossest things you caught your ex doing? But you can also add crazy in there, whatever.
She smoked oregano?
So she basically smoked oregano.
That's crazy.
I wonder if she actually like felt like she was high.
Imagine.
She was like faking it.
Some people be doing that, like the placebo effect. Have you seen those videos when people, they give someone that think, oh, this is alcohol, and now they're all drunk? Yeah.
Yeah.
My freshman year, I had a third period. Literally would be sweaty for the whole day. Oh, no, my freshman year, I had gym third period. I know gym third period and fourth period are the worst because that's when it starts getting hot.
I would say this in middle school. I am so glad to say 6th through 8th grade. All my years, I had PE the first period.
That was the best.
I was set. Summer, didn't matter.
Did you ever shower?
We didn't have showers. Damn. Yeah. Luckily, during the summer, didn't make us do that much because they knew it was hot.
You know, one time I drowned during the swimming lessons.
Y'all had fucking swimming in middle school?
No, in high school.
I was about to say.
Yeah, in high school.
I was lucky enough that I never did 1 day of PE in high school.
Oh, because you're an athlete? My bad, bro.
I didn't have to. Luckily, since, you know, me going into my freshman year,
yeah,
I did the practices with the team during the summer. So the coach had already put me on the team without having to try out. That was basically my tryout. So I didn't have to go through tryouts. You know, like you have PE, no matter if you're a freshman, no matter what, you have PE.
Yeah.
And then any sport that you want to join, you have to wait till there's the actual tryouts, and then you get on the team if you make it.
You just went straight.
I was already on the 7th period soccer thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
I remember I got a cramp. I was swimming in the middle of the pool.
Oh, Ian, you don't even want to see my elementary school basketball highlight tape, bro.
My shit's crazy, bro.
It'd be longer than a Kobe MJ count and compilation, bro. It's gonna be me just straight from 3 fadeaways.
Yeah.
With that little like size like 4 ball or something. Just
yeah, I remember.
Heat, bro.
I remember I was. I thought I was so good at basketball during recess that I convinced my mom to put me in a basketball team, like the city league. And I remember I finally got my call up. I got caught into the court, and I was sick at 3-pointers. I just remember shooting my first 3 and just the nastiest air ball in my life. The net just felt so much taller and so much further.
I hated that. My last year in middle school, that's when they added 2 sports. I hated that. They added, well, it was, sorry, 1 sport. They added just basketball, both for guys and girls.
Yeah.
And my mom didn't let me try to like try out or anything because she was like, no, you're already too busy with soccer and everything. Because I did practice 3 days a week.
Shit.
So for soccer, and then the practices for there was like 5 days a week.
Did you have a fencing class in your high school?
Fuck no. A high school? No.
Yeah.
The most like privileged sport you can say we had, or richest sport we had was golf. We literally have a golf.
Oh, really?
We literally had a golf team.
I did fencing for high school. And I remember that shit was like, instead of like doing it, like it got pretty aggressive. We started like smacking the fuck out of each other.
I'm like, yeah.
And then we did.
You guys had fencing?
Then we did polo.
No, of course we had. Oh, like with horses?
Yeah, with the horses.
There's no way.
Because we had like a ranch.
You guys actually had that as a sport, or was that like a thing that only your school
It was like
did?
the after school thing.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. After and then I think the coolest one. We're learning, we had F1 virtual stuff. Like if we want to get into like those types of race cars. We had like a room where we can do like the
virtual
virtual
F1?
like race car driving.
The fuck, y'all had everything. What the hell?
No, I'm just
I
fucking
thought I
around.
went to a school that was kind of like, yeah, we had a golf. We had literally a golf team. We had an actual golf team.
No, I'm fucking around.
We had a tennis team.
It's because this guy said I hate private school motherfuckers, so I just kept playing on that.
You motherfucker. I was about to say, you did not have some...
No, fuck no, I did not. I did have swimming, but I didn't have anything else.
You didn't have fencing?
No, I didn't have fencing.
You fucking lying ass motherfucker.
Prayers for LA. Now let's talk about bitches. Shout out to Austin Rojas for the $2 dono.
Thank
Bro,
you,
everyone
bro.
was showering with Axe back then. Fuck yeah. I remember in middle school. Oh, no, it wasn't Axe, but I remember they just, like, everybody smelled like Axe. But I remember in the locker room, someone threw, like, the fart bombs.
Oh,
Like, they drew, like...
Those were always so bad.
They threw, like it was an attack, bro.
It was a terrorist attack?
It was a terrorist attack.
Four fart bombs?
Yeah, like 4 or 5, bro. Like, to the point where the PE teacher, he got mad because he had his office inside the locker room.
Yeah, of course.
So he locked the doors, and he's like, no one's getting out until someone comes and tells me who it was. And he locked the doors. And, bro, we were there like it was fucking Afghanistan. Like, we all had, like, our shirts over our heads. And we're like, someone just say something. Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Oh, my God. Y'all were...
Yeah, Sequoia Middle School, bro. We were, like, in the war zone.
Or like this.
Yeah, dead ass. We look
that.
we we're in Afghanistan.
Oh my god, bro! Shirts around them. That's hilarious, dude. No, yeah. Someone said, "Why were guys so weird in the locker rooms during PE?"
Why were the guys so weird in the locker?
In middle school, that's facts, dude.
It's because we're fucking growing boys. We don't know what hormones are, and everybody's getting random boners and shit.
That's what you guys were doing in middle school?
Oh, in middle school. Wait, she said middle school. Or she said high school.
All right. Well, that's what I'm saying. The only way I got to discover like how dudes were in the locker rooms was middle school. Because like I said, I didn't have PE during high school. Yeah, dudes were weird, bro.
Yeah, I got jumped in the locker room.
I always thought like, damn, here we go again. When you just start seeing someone come out with the shirt.
Yeah, exactly. That shit was annoying.
It's like, oh, here we start. Now we all gotta start doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got jumped in the locker room.
What?
I remember, yeah. I think it was initiation when I joined varsity. I remember I was walking towards the locker rooms and I see like the guys behind me plotting, and I was like, I swear to God, as soon as like they come in here, I know they're gonna try to do something, and I felt them grab me, and we start just going at it, but they got me. But then I fought back, but they gained my respect. Like I gained their respect. They're like, all right, this dude.
I think they really wanted to jump you, man.
I don't know.
We never had some type of crazy like initiation ever.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, when I got varsity, I was like,
I
all
stood
right,
10 toes down.
I'm in varsity.
10 toes.
10 toes down?
10 toes down, bro.
Sis.
But yeah, but
Oh my god.
it was a pretty good episode. What do you think? You liking this? You liking the format? You guys liking the live format? You guys want to hit that like button? Let us know.
Let us know.
Let us know. Hit that like button. We're wrapping up today's episode.
Oh my god. Saul has me burning in here. I'm sweating still.
I remember I put that AC down. I think it's really all these lights and all these fucking electronics.
Dude, come on, bro. I come into your house as a guest, and that's how you treat me, bro.
I'm gonna put a fan next time. I'm gonna get you the neck fan that goes.
It's just so the microphone get all messed up with the fan noises.
Yeah, but that wraps up today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're on the live, what's up? If you guys are listening on Apple and Spotify, we are live every Wednesday at 5:15 p.m. So come join us. Come be part of the chat.
Wait, disclaimer.
That
will change in the
Yeah, right now it's during the summertime.
Yeah, summertime. Yeah.
So as of right now, reports out to OSHA. And that's where we go out. That's where we leave.
We're reporting to OSHA.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Everybody I know I've seen some people here in the chat who've been here for a long time, so appreciate you guys. Shout out to Ian. I've been seeing him since the beginning.
Ian, Sifu, H. Martinez. Renee, you got here late, so no shout out.
Light. I've been seeing Light for a little bit.
Yeah, Light.
So, thank you guys for joining us. 444 views. I love it.
Oh, nice.
Thank you guys. We'll see you guys next week. And bye.
Peace for everybody.
Peace. This is the awkward part now because the ending is all the way over there. So now I got to reach over and everybody gets to see me reach over.
Okay. So it's still not done.
It's still not done until I press
We're still live.
Yep. Until 3.
Peace for everybody, guys. We love you. Thank you so much for supporting. Nice. Chat rate 4, what does that mean?
that means. I think